How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video with me, Ollie. Today we're going to be doing another episode of why everyone should watch this. Haven't done one of these in ages. I've been doing the podcasts, which I love, and I hope you guys are enjoying, but I want to get back into these sorts of videos because I really enjoy them and I think there's so much wisdom to be learned. So let's get into it. But it's going to be a little bit of a different episode today. We're going to be doing a slightly more adult film. We're going to be talking about Saltburn, the film that everyone pretty much has seen between the ages of like 16 to 25, 30. We're going to be talking about, as always, why it's so popular. We're going to be analysing some of the scenes that we can put on YouTube. So what is Saltburn about fundamentally? Saltburn is basically about a rich family who their son meets a guy at uni, invites him over during the summer because he feels sorry for him, and what ensues is best described as chaos and mayhem, and leaving you thinking, WTF have I just watched? Which, as we'll get into, is probably one of the main goals that the director set out to achieve. The first reason I think the film has been incredibly popular is because of the cinematography and some of the editing and the colouring and the shot choice is pretty beautiful, to be fair. And that's something that is slightly omitted in films nowadays, and it shouldn't be because it's such a vital part of filmmaking, and the director and the cinematographer did a really good job, and the colouring was gorgeous. Some of the shots, I'll put a few of them up on the screen right now just to have a look at, but if you haven't seen it, just Google Saltburn shots or Saltburn colour and just look at some of the shots that are there. It's sort of reminiscent of Midsummer. The second reason I think it was so popular is its use of sexuality, and some of the scenes, which I'm sure you've all seen on TikTok or in the actual film itself, which are pretty raunchy, shall we say. I think that is obviously another reason why people have been drawn to it. Anything with sex is popular, and the way that they push the boundaries of what is socially acceptable. If you haven't seen it, then you won't know what I'm talking about. But if you have seen it, you will definitely know what I'm talking about. And it's exceptionally relevant at the moment because of the way that young people are sort of battling with sexuality and what is permissible, what is acceptable. You know, the whole thing's a bit of a mess really, because loads of people are confused, and it's really taken a bit of a dive because we just add so many layers of complication, which, you know, some are necessary, some maybe aren't, but ultimately they did a really good job on exploring that element of society. And also it adds to TikTok ability, shall we say. Third reason I think it's been so popular is because its use of psychopathy and how the main character is basically a psychopath, and how we watch how his character unravels as the film goes on, and sort of he ups the ante of what he's willing to do in order to get what he wants, which fundamentally is Saltburn. This is the era of true crime and psychopath documentaries and narcissism, and everyone is obsessed with that at the moment. You know, how many Netflix documentaries are made about stalking and murdering and death, ultimately at the hands of other people. We are absolutely in love with it, and we find it so interesting. And that's what the director has played into, and she's played into it very well. And the way that we see the character unfold in a similar way that we see Walter White unfold in Breaking Bad. Final reason I think it's so popular is its use of playing the upper class against the lower class, and how we sort of trivialize and glorify wealth, but also condemn wealth and privilege in society nowadays, which creates this kind of schism that rubs against each other, and you get this kind of like underhand taboo fetishization of the rich. So, you know, eat the rich, but also secretly we're incredibly interested and we find them entertaining, and it's kind of like a taboo, guilty pleasure-esque subject. So I searched up on Reddit Saltburn, Reddit thread, and this guy commented that every character projected onto Oliver, who's the main character, what they wanted him to be. And I thought that's actually really genius. Every single character found in Oliver who it is that they wanted to either care for or trivialize or garner ego satisfaction from. I'm not going to go into that much detail because if you haven't seen the film, then go and watch it. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but he almost isn't a character in himself until right at the end, where we get that iconic scene which we've all probably seen by now, and the song that's been blowing up. But up until that point, he's a projection, and I think that's a really interesting, subtle theme that plays out through the entirety of the film, which I think is really cool. And there we are, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it. It's good to get back to these videos. I'm going to do more of them, but maybe my opinions are wrong, or you think, what the heck are you talking about, mate? That's fine. Put it in the comments. Let me know. I'll get better at these. I've got a lot more to do. I've got a lot of things planned, and I'm really looking forward to where this channel is going to go. And I'm looking forward to you guys coming along with me. Saltburn's a good film. Watch it. Have a think about it. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we can hit 100 subscribers in the next month or so, and then we'll just go from there. So as always, guys, you've been great. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.